back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks so much for stopping by today. For today's video, I have Morphe's brand new palette in collaboration with Ashely Strong. I have both her eyeshadow palette and I also have her cake liner palette. So if that sounds interesting to you, then why don't we go ahead and get started. Alright, so it's been a hot minute since I've bought anything from Morphe, but this collaboration really kind of got me excited. I really like the color choices that she came up with, and the cake liner palette interested me as well. I'd never heard of Ashely Strong prior to this collaboration, so I went and I looked her up, and she's got a YouTube channel. She's very talented. Apparently she likes to do a lot of graphic liners, thus the cake palette. So I'm not so good at graphic liners, so I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone today and maybe try to do something simple, but do a little bit of graphic lining. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. But anyways, let's go ahead and look at the palette first. This is the eyeshadow palette. It's called the Affirmation Magic. And I just think it's gorgeous. The packaging on the outside with the gold and the marbling and the ink splatters. Everything is so pretty. And you open it up inside and she's nice and protected with bubble wrap, which is always a good thing. I love that about Morphe. They protect their palettes really well. And then the palette itself looks just like the outer packaging. However, it's different than any other Morphe packaging because it opens kind of like a book. Let me get that little plastic sheet out of there, and then that way y'all can see the beautiful colors. And now if you see the colors, you can see why I like it so much. It's a beautiful fall tone palette for me. You've got your purples, you've got your greens, your browns, your oranges, then you've got a little pop of blue in there too. So I think that this palette is just gorgeous, and I think that the outer packaging kind of reflects that. Like if you look at that, it kind of reflects the inside of the palette, and she's got some good notes and whatnot in here that she shares with her subscriber, that she shares with the people who buy this palette. And then also she has, like I said, the cake palette, the cake liner palette. So let's go ahead and open this up, if it'll cooperate with me. There we go. Thank you very much. This one's also well protected. And I'll take it out of the bubble wrap. Now this one, same kind of packaging as far as what it looks like on the outside, but this one just flips open. This one is called the Alignment Cake Liner Palette. Let me get that plastic out of the way, but this is what the cake liner palette looks like. And I really like this because most cake liner palettes that you see are more bright, vivid colors. These are more earth tone colors, so I feel like I'll get more use out of these, hopefully, than I would some of my other cake liner palettes. And being, like I said, that I'm kind of new to this and I haven't touched any of my other cake liner palettes, I'm hoping that this will give me a good start. Alright, I'm trying to decide what colors I want to use. I really like all these earth tones that she put in here, and then she goes and throws those purples in there too, which honestly, those purple tones make me think of fall. They make me think of Halloween. And I don't know, just the real deep purples that she has in here are just gorgeous. And they look very glittery, which is fun. Okay, there we go. Eye primer done. I watched her video on this and she said that all of the names are affirmations that she tells herself on a daily basis. And so she wanted to share that so that when you're saying or reading that shade name, you can say it out loud to yourself and, you know, get that positive affirmation for the day. So like she has, I am calm, I am exact, I am kind, I am loved, you know, things like that. So I think that's just gorgeous. I think that's fabulous. So we're going to start with I Am Loved, which I feel very loved. I just had my 20th year wedding anniversary with my husband, and it was fabulous. I am going to start off with this shade right here, I Am Loved. It's kind of a nice neutral brown shade, and I'm going to use a Morphe E27 to blend that in through my crease. And like I said, it's been a while since I've used a Morphe palette at all. So I'm actually really excited that this palette came out. And I actually just ordered a few other Morphe palettes because they were on sale, and I had my eye on them for a while anyways, because they're just my kind of color story. So I'll probably be doing looks with those too. I mean, you can't beat the value in Morphe shadows. I mean, granted, they're not, you know, Natasha, Denona, or Pat McGrath quality, but honestly, this is blending really, really well. And my other Morphe palettes that I have, I can't say that I really have any complaints. So, yeah. I know I kept several, through my declutter. I got rid of my Jaclyn Hill big palettes because I never reached into them. I don't even think I showed y'all the volume 2 because my niece had gotten into it and pretty much destroyed it. But I do have it listed for sale for very cheap. But whatever, it is what it is. But I just never reached into those particular palettes. Honestly, I might consider picking up the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. Again, I just couldn't stand using it the way it looked, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. But the first one, I liked it okay, but it just had so many warm neutrals that I didn't use it as much as I thought I would. So it was a great formula, and I think I had the original vegan formula, but I just never used it. So I decided to declutter that one, but a couple other ones made it through the declutter. Well, several other ones actually made it through the declutter. I did keep, even though I don't know that they're even available anymore, I kept 3 of Jaclyn's small palettes from her Vault collection. The only one that I don't have is the Red Alert one, so I have the purple one, the one that's more yellow, and then the one that's like more deep green. So yeah, and then I have Boss Mood, which I don't even know if they have that one anymore. They do at Ulta, but I didn't see it on the Morphe site, which really surprised me. And I have the 39S, which is the purple, beautiful, big purple palette, so that's not a surprise. That one's not going anywhere. Alright, so that blended like a dream. I really like that. I'm hoping it's coming across camera okay. I'm looking over at my monitor because my viewfinder is showing this, my lighting to be really dark today. I don't know why. Alright, so next up I'm going to dip into I Am Talented, which is just a little bit deeper right here. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add it to my crease and kind of build up that crease. I kind of have an idea of what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to attempt to do like a cut crease. And then do a little bit of a graphic liner, which is, like I said, way out of my comfort zone. Both of them are cut crease and graphic liner, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. A little nervous because I have some other videos I'd like to film after this one. So y'all say a prayer for me. Okay, now that I've got that brown built up, I'm just looking in front of me at the mirror in front of me, making sure I'm even. Because now I want to dip into the greens. Alright, so I'm going to use a smaller brush, and where's the one? Do I want to use that one? We'll just use a Sigma diffused crease brush E38 right here. Okay, and I'm going to dip into I Am Focused right here. This really pretty green right here. I'm gonna dip into that, and now I'm gonna start adding that to my crease. And we'll see if my plan comes together okay. Alright, so now we're gonna do that cut crease. For that, I'm just gonna grab a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape and put it on the back of my hand. And wish me luck, because here we go. Let me grab a little concealer brush, flat shader brush. Here we go. I'm using a Luxie 245, I think it says, small shader. And we are going to do our cut crease. So I'm going to start by putting it right there on my eyelid, and then I'm going to look up, and that's going to give me my crease. That's the way I learned how to do my crease, my cut crease. Look up, and there we go. So that's where I need to start it, right there. Okay, there's my cut crease. So I am going to attempt to do the other side the same way off camera, and I'll be right back with y'all. Wish me luck. Okay, I am back, and I have got the cut creases as close as I think I'm going to get them. So think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go in with this shade called I Am Magical, which is a gorgeous green shimmery shade. So for that, I'm going to use my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH41 brush that I always use. I'm going to get that all over the brush and then spray it with water like I do with all my shimmers. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. All over where the cut crease is, basically. Oh wow, that is a gorgeous shade. That is a magical shade. What I'm going to do is do the same thing on the other eye off camera, just finishing up here. And then I'll come back and then we're going to attempt to use the cake liner. We'll see how that turns out. So, wish me luck. I'll see y'all in just a minute. Okay, so here are both of my eyes with that really pretty shimmery green shade. I'm going to reinforce that dark green matte up here just a little bit. That way, hopefully what I have planned will work out. We'll see. But I just need to bring this up just a wee bit higher, I think, to make it work. And just kind of give it a little bit of a blend right about here. I don't want to go all the way up to the brow bone, but I'm going pretty darn close. And then I need to deepen up that outer edge a little bit more, I think. I think we're about even, about where I want it. Okay, now for the really scary part. As if the cut crease wasn't scary enough for me. What I'm going to do is attempt to go in with this shade Manifest. And I'm going to attempt to draw a line from in between the shimmer and the matte, basically all the way up to about right here. So, wish me luck. For this I'm using, oh wow, a Morphe brush that I can't read. So, hold on one second. It is a Morphe M250-0 or 250-0, I'm not sure, but it's a very thin liner brush. So, okay, I've got my cup of water here. So I'm going to get my brush wet and I'm dipping it in. Not sure how much I'm going to have to get it wet. Hopefully not too much. No, I think that's good to get it where I need it. Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. Oh boy, this is gonna be a challenge because I don't have steady hands. Well, she's pigmented. At least there's that, thank goodness. Hopefully y'all can see what I'm doing. Wow, there we go. Okay. That was my goal. Hopefully y'all can see that in the viewfinder. Okay, we're going to do it on the other eye. Not in the viewfinder. Hopefully y'all can see that in the camera. Hopefully I can see it in the viewfinder. Okay, here we go. Having a liner brush this thin definitely helps. I'm really glad that I have this brush. Okay, now I want to make sure I stop in the same spot. I think it was right about there. Yeah. Okay. I'm beginning to wonder if I should bring it down. I think I'm going to bring it down. Yeah, just a little bit. Just bring it down to kind of hug that curve of my eyelid. The good thing is it dries pretty quickly in the pan, so like I'm always concerned about mold and stuff, so I don't think you'll have to leave your palette open like a real long time before it dries. Okay. Am I even? Pretty much. I kind of winged it a little bit. I didn't mean to on this side, so I need to match up what I did there. I need to go a little bit higher here. Because you can't see it when my eyes are at rest. There we go. So that, I had to make that line a little bit thicker. So let me do that over here too. Sorry, I'm probably blocking the view. Crap. This is definitely just trial and error for me right now, so it's definitely not going to be perfect, but being that this is my first time to use cake liner, I'm pleasantly surprised with myself. And I made it thicker right there. Crap, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I need to just stop while I'm ahead. I could probably blend some green in there to even that out. Okay, so that is what it looks like. Not bad, I think, for my first attempt. And I like the kind of reddish brown up against the green. It's still kind of drying. Once it dries down, it looks definitely a little bit deeper. And yeah, you can see it on the viewfinder. So, alright, I am going to pop off camera and do my complexion, wipe off any fallout that I have, and then do my complexion, and then we'll come back and do the lower lash line, and then I'll do lashes and all that stuff. So I will be right back with y'all. Alrighty, I am back. I have my complexion on, so now we're gonna finish the lower lash line. We're gonna keep it super simple. I'm going to grab, there it is, my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill JH, I can never read these, 39 I think. I think it's a JH 39 brush. Yeah, JH 39, it's like a pencil brush. And I'm going to dip just into that shade, that dark green shade that I was using. I am focused right here. That one right there. And I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. Keep it super simple. So, the way I'm feeling about this look is the liner is a lot, the graphic liner is a lot thicker than I wanted it to be, but that was because I didn't start high enough. So it's just more of a learning curve, I think. I think the more I practice with it, the more I'll learn what placement I need on my eyes. Like if I want to do a cut crease graphic liner again. And I chose not to do the liner like on my lash line because I'm planning to wear lashes, so it would just cover it up. So there wasn't much point there. Because I used the Kiss liner lash glue, which is black, and it would just cover up whatever cake liner I chose to use. So, but I'm really excited to have this cake liner palette. I like the more earthy tones instead of like, you know, neon and pastel. That's what the cake liner palettes I have are. So, which, don't get me wrong, I'll use those too. But it was nice to kind of test out and try it for the first time using more of a natural color. That way it kind of blends into the look, even though it's a lot thicker of a line than I wanted it to be. It still kind of works with the look, I think. Just because it's that more natural brown, reddish brown shade. So I think that was kind of a saving grace there. Okay. I'm just connecting that dark green to the outer corner as well. And this one doesn't really have an inner corner shade that would match like this particular eye look. That's shimmery, but they do have one that is a matte, so I might just use that matte and see how I like it. And then if I don't, then I'll pop something shimmery on top, like my highlighter or something. We'll keep it simple. That's funny, I almost dipped into the shade I'm thinking about using for my inner corner. Okay, there we go. It's a super dark and vampy look. I feel like I'm out of focus. Focus. There we go. Yeah, it's a really dark and vampy look, but I really like it. And you can see that liner, and you can still see the green just barely peeking out up above it. So yeah, I like it. I mean, that's what I have to deal with hooded eyelids, is I have to go pretty high up to be able to do any type of look like this. So, what else? Inner corner. Inner corner, we're going to use a Real Techniques accent brush. And I'm going to dip into this shade right here, I Am Kind. And I'm going to put that in the inner corner and see how I like it. I just need something to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Doesn't have to be sparkly, even though normally I prefer sparkly. I think this will be okay. It's kind of a greenish, yellowish, beige color. So I think it works. I don't know, it's almost blending into my skin tone, though. Yeah, we may have to go with the highlighter route. Not a lot of inner corner shades in this palette. This is definitely a deeper palette. Yeah, that literally is just blending into my skin tone. Okay, so I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Super Glow. Sorry for the high reflect, but it's the way the palette is. Or I mean the compact is. And I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. That'll definitely give me some brightness. There we go. Yeah, that's better. I just needed a little something. That green shimmer is so pretty. And honestly, I think that cake liner is really pretty too. I really like the color of it. It's just not, I didn't do it perfectly, but that's okay. Again, it was my first try. It is what it is. And once I put lashes on, I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. I think it'll kind of help cover up my mistakes. So I think it'll be just fine. Alright, so let me pop off camera again and do my lashes, and I'll be right back with y'all. Alright, I am back. I've zoomed out, fluffed up my hair a little bit. The curl that was in there is pretty much gone now. Oh well, it is what it is. But I put on some pretty bold lashes to go with this bold eye look. I really like the way it turned out. In the end, even though, like I said, the liner was thicker than I wanted it to be, I think in all it turned out okay. So off camera, all I did was put on mascara. So I used my L'Oreal Age Perfect Lash Magnifying Mascara. This one's about used up. And then I used my Kiss Lash Glue Liner, which if you haven't seen it, it's just a felt tip liner in black that has an adhesive that works really well to adhere eyelashes. And then my eyelashes are from a subscription service I get called LashScoop. So you unfortunately can't get the style, to my knowledge. You just get what they send you for that month, and then, you know, the next month you get different ones. that's the way I understand it works. So unfortunately the style's Lris, but I don't think that you could get them if you went to their website. Sorry. But anyways, I think that you could probably achieve these with other lashes from other brands. So I know Kiss has some that are kind of like these, and House of Lashes does as well. So there are other favorite lash brands that I like to use a lot. So anyways, here is the final look. I will let you see it from the front. And then from the side. And then the other side. So that is the final look. So let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments below. Go easy on me. Like I said, it was my first time using the cake liner. And I have hooded and downturned aging eyes. So all of that made it a challenge. The palette itself, obviously I've only used, what, 5 shades, so I can't really call it a review yet. I liked how it performed so far. It performs like other Morphe eyeshadow palettes that I've had in the past that I've liked. The pigmentation's there. The colors are beautiful. This green is like giving me life. I love this green. It's gorgeous. So I definitely think I'll get a lot of use out of this palette this fall and winter because it's such a dark palette. Let's look at it again, shall we? It's just so pretty. She just did such a good job with it, and I don't know, the outer packaging just really makes it so pretty. But yeah, I mean, it's just such a deep palette. It makes me think of Halloween, honestly. It really does. But it's such a deep palette that I think this is perfect for fall and for winter use. So I see myself getting a lot of use out of this over the fall and winter. And then the cake palette, I thought performed very well. I wasn't sure how well that brown was going to show up on top of the dark greens that I used. But it had no problem whatsoever. It just went whoop right over it. I didn't even have to like layer it. It like on first stroke, it covered on top of those deep shades. So I think that's awesome, which makes me really excited because you've got, you know, you've got that beautiful brownish red in there, but you have like a kind of an olive green, you've got kind of a regular brown, then you've got a navy, you've got a black, and then this, I'm not quite sure what I would do with this. Maybe negative space. You know how you do those looks with negative space? Maybe that's what you could use this for. It's kind of a khaki color, but I feel like it would look more like my skin tone, so that's the only thing I think I could really use that for. I don't know. I'll play around with it, but I think there's some pretty cool colors that she picked out. Real earthy colors, you know, again, perfect for fall and winter. So I think Ashely did a fantastic job deciding on the shades to put in these palettes. I'm excited to use these palettes again. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use them on camera again because I have so many palettes to get through. However, I'm sure I will be using these palettes again in the near future. Now that fall is coming, and I am very much excited for that. So with all that being said, I want to say thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And please consider subscribing. I would love to have you as a subscriber, pardon me. Lost my breath for a second there. I would love to have you as a subscriber. I have lots of content. I literally just posted 6 videos today sharing with you my massive eyeshadow palette collection. And if y'all are interested, I'll do videos also on my highlighter collection, my bronzer collection, my face palette collection. I don't know if I'll do my foundation collection. That's kind of boring. But I know everybody, oh, blush. That's the other one I was thinking of. So if y'all are interested in that, you know, let me know below. And I'll do those as well because I know a lot of people like to see like whole collections. But I have so much makeup that it's easier for me to break it up into categories. So I started with eyeshadow palettes, which is what I have most of because eyeshadow palettes are my passion more than anything when it comes to makeup. But I have a lot of everything, so yeah, I could definitely do those. And on top of that, I'm doing a ColourPop marathon where I'm trying to film with a ColourPop palette like every other day. Granted, there was kind of a lull because I was filming this massive eyeshadow palette collection video, which turned into 6 videos because that's how many I have. Yes, that's how many I have. And I do giveaways, I do unboxings, so there's always fresh content on my channel, so I would love to have you as a subscriber. What else? And make sure to ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the content if you subscribe. And I would hate for you to especially miss out on giveaways because I do have one coming up very soon. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or evening wherever it is. Let's start that over. So with all that being said, I want to say again, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are having a great day or evening wherever you are in this world. I hope you are staying safe. I hope you are staying healthy. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye!